these big projects whose benefits will reverberate across the African continent and beyond our borders. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, this project is not just an infrastructure. It is a symbol of Africa moving forward, investing in its own solution and building its future. Bishoftu will be a modern hub, an integration engine, and catalyst for trade, tourism, and the training of African talents. Through it, we can affirm without any mistake that Africa can design, finance, and carry out major projects that meet the need of its populations and give it a central place in global trade and mobility. Destined to become one of the most modern and efficient airports on the continent, this export will be a lever for economy, technological and social transformation. It will be the symbol of an Africa that builds itself with its own ambitions and solutions, driven by strong institutions like Ethiopian Airlines and African Development Bank. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for several decades, Ethiopian Airlines has embodied African leadership in air transport. It has managed to combine economic performance, technological innovation, and strategic vision, inspiring the entire continent. In this regard, allow me to recall an inspiring success story. The Ethiopian Airlines, Sky Airlines, and Togo partnership, my country. In 2010, when Sky Airline was launched in Lomé, thanks to the strategic support of Ethiopian Airlines, few imagined that this cooperation will become a model in such a short time. This project was driven by a clear vision to connect African people from the heart of West Africa. Today, this vision has become a reality. Lomé has established itself as a major air hub in Africa, allowing our country to reach far beyond our borders. This partnership with Ethiopian Airlines is not just about plane taking off and landing. No, it has concrete and lasting benefit for our economy and for African integration. In just over a decade, this alliance has transformed Lomé into a major hub connecting more than 25 destinations in Africa and facilitating trade, tourism, and cultural exchange, creating thousands of jobs, strengthening Togo's strategic position as a gateway to West Africa, thus providing that African cooperation is conducive to sustainable and competitive results. More than a trade alliance, this partnership embodies the spirit of Pan-Africanism. Africans who together build African solutions to address the continent's challenge. It is living a proof that when we unite our strength, skills, and ambition, we can compete on the international stage while remaining faithful to our values and identity. Through Sky Airline, supported by the technical and managerial expertise of Ethiopian Airlines, Togo offers its population and economy partners a quality service that has nothing to envy to the largest global companies. Distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, the African sky still holds immense opportunities. The African sky still holds immense opportunities. With the prospects offered by the African Continental Free Trade Area, the demand for mobility will continue to increase. That is why we must continue and deepen this partnership by expanding regional and intercontinental service, by developing modern airport infrastructure in Lomé, and by strengthening the training of African talent in aeronautical professions. So Bishoftu will undoubtedly write a new chapter of this Pan-Africanism story in connection with other strategic hubs on the continent, so that Africa speaks as equal to equal in the global sky. By becoming one of the most modern hubs in Africa, it will strengthen connectivity between African countries, supported the African Continental Free Trade Area, develop training and professions related to the aeronautic and logistic, and position Africa as a key player in the global air transport. What we are achieving today with Bishoftu and what we have already achieved with Lomé through the Ethiopian Sky Partnership remind us of a simple truth. When Africa acts united, it succeeds. It is this unity, fueled by trust and shared vision, that will allow us to meet the challenge ahead. Excellencies, distinguished guests, the signature of the mandate letter that we are witnessing today is a stone placed on the great building of the African sky. And as experience of ASKY in Lomé has proven so well, we know that these stones, when they are laid with rigor and ambition, they can become solid bridge between our peoples, our economies, and our dreams. Bishoftu will not be only an airport. It will be one of the doors which will open, on which Africa will open to the world with confidence and pride. When Bishoftu open its doors and Lomé continue to shine, Africa will be able to proudly say, we have two wings and we know how to fly higher. Bishoftu and Lomé, east and west, united by Ethiopian Airlines, carried by African cooperation. This is the sky that we want to leave to the future generation. And I thank you for your kind attention.